Hello again. Well, I really think that everything I do should be a testament to how well Subaru builds their cars, because I'm definitely pushing the boundaries of this one. I've got a little Subaru Crosstrek, a flat deck trailer, a big I-beam, and a bit of plate. Yes. So, yeah. So I'm hauling like, I don't know, at least 1,500 pounds, maybe more. Once again with the little old Subaru. I will be building a jib crane in the shop to help me maneuver all the machinery that I have, to work with things, to help me build the 6x6 truck, all of it. So once again, nothing is simple. I have to make a bunch of other things to be able to do something. And a jib crane is one of them. Oh, there we go. There's the lovely, lovely load for today. So I've got some 3/8 plate, which is 6 feet by 10 feet. Then I've got some 1/4 inch AR plate and a big I-beam. So all of that is going to be used to make a jib crane, along with a bunch of other supplies. Be free, vicious dog. I've been living off-grid out here for about 8 years now, and there's definitely a few things that I have learned. And one of those is that your lock can definitely freeze, and it's a good idea to have de-icer in your vehicle for just those particular scenarios. But not today. Haha. Another thing I've learned is whenever buying property in rural areas, you got to consider everything, especially if you're not used to it. Things like snow clearing, if your road's maintained, overall access throughout the year, what the land is zoned at, if it's open range, water is a massive thing. So there's definitely a lot more factors. If you guys want, I can go into details about everything that I've learned and let you know in a different video. Well, today's a bit more of a gloomy day. Yesterday was phenomenal, beautiful and sunny, but so today, since the weather is less ideal, you guys already got fed. Stop begging for more. No, go eat your hay. It's as if I never feed them, seriously. So today I am focusing on working inside the shop. The other day I came home with a lot of steel, which I still haven't unloaded. But I'm going to work on that today. I just finished setting up the bandsaw for a cut, as you can hear. Thank you. Gotta love it when the tool does the job for you. Okay, big thing for me today, because to be able to move the steel in here, I gotta move the engine out. Once again, we're doing multiple things to accomplish one. So to get the engine out of here, I need a working engine hoist. Since I broke this one the last time I tried using it, I have to stiffen up the legs. So as opposed to using the existing ones which broke, I am using something else. And the only thing that I have to my disposal that I can use is all of this racking tubing, which is a bit thicker than the original legs, but it also has a bit of a different profile, which I'm hoping will help with keeping the legs straight and not bending. And granted, the last time that it broke, it was because of the caster, and then if everything else failed after that. But I'm going to see if I can kind of fix that up and so it doesn't happen again. So we're going to try that. Well, once again, I have to get creative. So in a previous life, I used to have this lovely little stand that I could put out here and run it off the drill press, adjustable height and everything. Well, I no longer have that. But I have a ladder, and that will work. So we're going to try drilling the holes for the tubes for the fasteners for the legs. What was I going to say? Right, yes. I'm trying out these carbide cutters that I picked up online. They are from all kinds of different various Chinese manufacturers. They all pretty much do the same thing. This one does not even have a label on it. I've tried it on one before already, and it actually chipped a tooth, which sucks, but it still finished the cut, which I was very surprised about. Alright, that sucks. Well, regrettably, this shoulder is bigger than the actual cutting surface, so I can't just drill straight through, which completely sucks and is a crappy design, because it would be nice to go right straight through and do a hole in the other one that's aligned to this one. So, regrettably, I can't do that. So there's the brand name right there, TCT, whatever. Anyways, which means that I gotta flip this thing around, reposition. That sucks even more, because I've already set my distance in my vise from here to there, and I was just going to move that over and then do the next hole, and then grab the other leg and do the same thing, but apparently I can't do that. At least not easily. I might be able to put the ladder over. Anyways. Alright. I gotta screw around with this now. Exactly what I wanted. All the way through to the bottom. And that is pretty much perfect. So I'm going to tack that in once I get everything drilled. Amazingly, it hasn't gotten any warmer. Shocking. Okay, so the next step is going to be welding. Regrettably, that one I can't do off the batteries. What are you guys so excited about? You already got food. I'm not giving you any more. No, I don't care. Not happening. I can come say hi. I can give you some scratches. We can do that. Yes, hi. What, you don't want scratches? Well, fine. What? Well, you two are always antisocial, so I don't care about you. Whatever. You guys have food. You have water and snow. So you're fine. Anyways. So I need to get the diesel generator going. Has not been up and running for a while. And it's been cold. So it usually doesn't like starting when it's too cold. Snow is deeper over here. Go figure. Snow is much deeper over there. So we're going to see how well this goes. Fingers crossed she starts and I don't need to jump it or whatever. Deal with it another day. So, all right. It is the old style unit that actually has glow plugs in it. So I got to hold those down for a minute and then try it. 57, 58, 59, 60 seconds. Let's try it. Okay, that is not even generating anything. This is awesome. We're going to try to glow it for a little bit longer. but I'm not even getting any smoke coming out, which means that fuel is not delivering. Maybe I'll pop open the side in a minute, give this a bit more time and see what happens. So close, so close. Let's glow it for a little bit longer. Finally managed to get the generator going. It was not happy. So, all right. Looks like I can weld things today. Yay! Still smoky. The goats are not impressed with me. Add that to the list. Okay, so one thing with this tubing is that it's not very structural, at least not in its current format, because of the fact that it consists of two different pieces that are bent together, and then they are only tack welded in a couple of little spots. So in my application, that's not going to be enough. For racking, it's fine because it's fully welded at the ends, so it's not really going to separate itself, and all the load primarily goes down. In this case, I'm going to have to put in a lot more tacks along here. So that's so both of them have been cleaned off, and I'm going to try to get that done right now. The tubing slips in perfectly, so I'm just going to set a uniform spacing on them for how deep they are, and just tack those in place, and they don't need to be fully welded either. So anyways, I'm curious, feel free to mark it or comment on the video. I'm very curious to find out how many other people are actually got a full fabricating and machine shop off grid and are trying to do crazy things like this. So let me know, and I want to know what your challenges are, aside for the obvious of power. But here we go. We'll just get this all tacked up and welded, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the casters, because I haven't figured that out yet, because they're not durable enough. So I'm gonna probably have to fabricate some brackets. Okay, that is welded up. This is by no means my regular level of fabrication. I do far better work than this. This is a temporary farm fix. This is just enough to have it so that the engine is stable and doesn't tip over and so on, and gets it out of my way. It appears it's holding the weight, but it's not very happy about it. I'm going to try to bring the engine a bit closer and move it over to the, I guess 10.5 setting, just so that I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. So as I was letting off the weight, I noticed exactly how much flex I had on the legs. So this is not ideal, but I need to get this engine moved. So I'm gonna have to definitely figure something better out for the long term.
If there's a job that needs done, or a horse to